Aye. If you've signed up for your first half marathon, you might be wondering what those 13.1 miles have in store for you. Well, Rick and I are here on the Running Channel today to go through the top 5 things that we wish we'd known before we ran our first half marathons. Give yourself more time than you think that you're going to need on race day. There's a lot to think about before you've even got into your start pens. If you're taking a bag, you're going to need to work out what you need out of your bag before you then take it to the bag drop. Then you've got to find out where the bag drop is. Then you've got to drop your bag off. Then you'll spot that the queue for the portaloo is a mile long. So then you've got to queue up for the loo. Then by the time you've used the loo, you probably need to go and use it again. So then you'll rejoin the queue for the portaloo. There is a lot to think about, a lot is going on, so make sure you give yourself plenty of time. You don't want to be overwhelmed by it all and make you more nervous on race day.
Don't go off too quickly. This is something I was told before my first half but forgot about it, and this applies to every single race, of course. As soon as the air horn went off, I was off. Well, it's not exactly the case, because anyone who's run a big race will tell you you kind of shuffle along to the start line before you actually cross it, because there are so many people. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is I meticulously planned how long it was going to take me to run every single mile, but I was off. The first 3 miles, they felt great. The next 10.1, not so much. So if you do go off too quickly, slow yourself down, otherwise you will regret it further along the course.
Run your own race. On the day, people will overtake you and you could overtake some people as well. And you're also going to see a whole host of crazy costumes, so you might end up with a SpongeBob SquarePants or a giant chicken coming past you. But whatever happens, stick to your own race plan. Just ignore what everybody else is doing and you'll get to that finish line.
Enjoy the post-race glow. Nothing will ever taste as good as that takeaway that you're bound to have the night after a race. Enjoy it, guilt-free, you've earned it. But now is also the time to think about the recovery side of things. And there are a few tips that we can give you to help your body recover and get back to full strength quicker than it would have done. Straight after the race, if you can, elevate your legs. Find a tree and put your legs up against it for 10 minutes. This will help drain all the fluid out of your legs and help you recover quicker. Eat and drink something. Your body can only store a certain amount of energy and it will use this up during the race. So try and get a mixture of protein and carbohydrates in the 30 minutes straight after, when your body really needs to draw it in. Now, compression tights. Some people laugh at these. For me, I started wearing them a couple of years ago and they really help me speed up the flow of blood through my muscles after the race.
A word of advice about the day after. Your legs, if they're anything like mine were, probably going to be pretty achy. So if you can, maybe try and take a day off work on clear commitments from the diary. Stairs, where to start with them? Well, they were really painful for me. I actually found that going down them backwards helped quite well. And another couple of recovery tips to build into the day after your half marathon as well. Maybe go for a sports massage. If you're not used to them or you've not had them before, then a light rub down will help. And you can also try and get out for a walk or maybe a swim or even a light jog. Anything just to get your legs going and have that active recovery, just to loosen up the muscles, will help. Hopefully these tips will help you out with your first half marathon.
If you've ever run a half marathon, leave us a comment below and tell us what you've learned. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the Running Channel.